Morning, it's Yvonne here to do the readings. That was a bit loud, wasn't it? Sorry, for the water signs, and this for the lovely sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, for your reading, we are going to use, I feel, the Celestial Tarot here. Yep, that looks like the Celestial Tarot to me. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It is my pleasure to have you on board. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe. If you choose to do that, make sure you hit the bell as well, and that will let you know when I'm going live or when I'm posting new content. I go live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So yeah, if you're interested, join me. I do small readings for a donation as well. If you find the reading doesn't resonate with you, don't despair. There are lots of other signs within your natal chart. So you can find out what your Venus, your rising or ascendant, and your moon is by Googling a natal chart and putting in the date of your birth and possibly the time if you have it. And then you can find out where the other planets were when you were born. And that means that you would have other signs to watch as well. But of course, you can always go and watch someone else's reading. They may have your story for you. But if you do find the reading resonates, then thank you very much. Give it a thumbs up and help me to grow the channel. I will be grateful to you for that. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Personal readings, www.theaussiegoddess.com. You can pick your reading, your timing and everything there. Just make sure that you check your own time zone. I think it converts for you once you've booked the reading though. But you can use the world clock for that. It's really good. All right, let's get into the reading. So we're starting off with this card of Scorpio, which is pretty awesome. And this is the card of death. Now, it never means a physical death, although it could if it was with other cards in the reading, but rarely means a physical death. Usually death is about transformation. It's about actually rebirth more than death. But what it is allowing the old to go, the old way you've been doing things, whatever it is, allowing that to go and moving into a very different or new time or a new space for yourself. So, for example, you can do this in a voluntary way. You might decide that you're going to let a career go and start a new career. You could decide to let a relationship go and start a new relationship. And to me, that's sort of calculated change, calculated death energy. But sometimes the energy of death falls upon us regardless of what we are and where we want. Like you go into work one day and you've been made redundant, and then the change comes regardless. But it can also be that you choosing to be a different way yourself. You might be going through some sort of retraining around yourself, psychology, for example, or counseling, because something about yourself needs to be more honed or more, we do this after relationships. After a long-term relationship, we might need to make certain changes to make sure that that particular relationship doesn't occur again. Whatever it is for you, the death card is showing me that there's a change coming through. Now, for some of you, that is absolutely 100% because you've come out of a situation or a time where you are feeling hurt or heartbroken over something. So it could be that you're going, say, through counseling or some sort of change because you are unable to get past something or unable to get over someone. The Three of Swords does talk about a very challenging time where you've been hurt by something. Now, it could be in regards to another person, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. It often means through, hurt through a situation, for example, where there's been a fight or an argument. So it can be a family, it can be a romantic situation, but something here, you're going through change as a result of going through some sort of painful situation. Now, the Seven of Wands is here. So there's a card of being defiant, but it also is a card of standing your ground, sticking up for yourself, not giving up on something. So it's sort of like you've been through some sort of change here, something that's really hurt you, but it's like you're not giving up on yourself here. It's like you're standing up for yourself and fighting for what you think is right here. King of Pentacles coming through. Okay, you could have been dealing here with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, in particular here a Virgo with the Hermit card. I feel like you were dealing with a person here that created a lot of pain and heartbreak for you. But you've gone through some sort of transformation as part of that process. It sort of feels a little bit twin flamey to me. But you've healed something. You've done a lot of healing here because you're going through this death or this transformation. Now, what happens when you go through that sort of energy here, and it could be regarding a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you start to change things about yourself. But I feel like here, there is a real energy of still hanging on to something or still clinging to something. So you may have done all the healing that you're trying to do, or maybe trying to understand the situation at that deep sort of level. I almost want to say cellular level. This person's got right into your energy here. And you've done the healing and you've sort of come out the other side. But what I'm feeling here really, really strongly is that you've become so much more aware of who you are. There is a real energy here that you have become aware of who you are. Now, if this is something to do with a Virgo, I feel like here, after coming through the Hermit mode, you're making some sort of decision here to move forward. You're sort of, it's like you haven't given up on yourself. That's what I feel like it is. I feel like despite what you've been through, despite what's happened, there is a real feeling that you want to fight for yourself here, which I really like. All right, so we have the Princess of Cups coming through. Now, it really does make me feel, and this is autumn here, that somebody's coming in with a new love offer for you. And I feel like it's as a result of these changes. Now, I'm not really sure if it's someone returning. Maybe now, because you've got into that energy of that Seven of Wands, you don't want to see that person or you don't want nothing to do with them again. In which case, it could be somebody else coming in here with a love offer. But I'm not quite sure whether it's new or old love coming in here. So we'll have a good look. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles coming through with the Empress and the World card. I feel like here you are feeling so amazing, but I feel it's like everybody else is seeing this as well. There is a real feeling that other people are noticing your glow up. Other people are noticing how beautiful you are because you've really done this work and it's so shining on the outside, the work you've done. And I feel like this may be somebody new coming towards you here. Quite possibly a water sign, but we do have some energy around Capricorn and Aries coming through here as well. I feel really strongly that the work you've done has been so powerful. You may be like starting to understand tarot cards. Your clairvoyance may have picked up. There may be more communication with you from the spirit world. I feel like you're really using this healing that you've done to get back in contact with who you are. And I feel like this is what we miss a lot of the time. You know, we can talk about abandonment and attachment and rejection, but ultimately the one thing that comes out of these situations is that we become more in tune with our psychic ability, much more in tune with our own spirituality. And I feel that we miss that here. Is that the reason that Spirit asks us to go through these challenging times? Because we need to remember who we are. And that is what is coming through here, especially with this Empress card. There's a closing out of a Nine of Cups wish card coming through here. The Fool card coming through after that with the Magician. Look at that. It's like something has completely transformed you here, Scorpio. You're remembering who you are. Your ancestors are taking you on a bit of a journey here to remember who you are. And you're opening up with this Fool card. Like you're really opening your world up here. The Magician card tells me that you have a beautiful opportunity now to manifest what you want. And I feel this is this Love card coming through. So whether this is this person from the past returning because they too have done their healing, or whether this is you creating new energy, doesn't really matter. Ace of Wands, you've got a brand new start here. Justice card tells me you've completed some sort of cycle. And we have the Victory card sitting right at the head of the reading. I cannot tell you how beautiful the energy is here. Let us build on it and I'll get the whole story out there. All right, so there's been a great transformation here, most likely after some sort of pain or heartbreak. I feel like you're really starting to stand for yourself here. You may have been dealing with an earth sign here, but I actually wonder if that's not the energy you're giving out, where you're really grounded, really structured and understanding what you want. There is communication coming through, possibly from a Virgo, but I don't know that you're ready for this information because you're still in hermit mode. There is a decision that needs to be made with the Two of Swords about the future here with the Three of Wands. So I think for some of you, this may be someone returning, but I think I'm talking mostly to people who are bringing in new love because they're vibrating in that much higher energy here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, so what I see here is somebody coming towards you with a love offer. I feel that you are shining beautifully, like you are really letting the universe know that you're ready for something new here. You're closing out some sort of karmic cycle here. I can see that very clearly. There is a brand new start and a victory. But what I see above all is your spiritual ability is becoming so heightened here, and you are now creating what you want. So whoever you're bringing in now is fitting in with your world. I don't think with that Seven of Wands energy you're going to accept anyone who doesn't fit in with your world. I love that you've got the Nine of Cups here because that tells me that what is happening here is something beautiful. It's like you are a butterfly just stepping out of your little cocoon there, or your chrysalis or whatever. But what I see more than that is your energy around your own intuition and your own clairvoyant sort of energies here, clair energies, is really becoming very, very evident here. So you may be really starting to understand the tarot cards. My chair just moved then. You've got somebody who's trying to get the message through to you. You're really understanding your psychic abilities. You're really understanding who you are at a greater level. All right, King of Cups coming through with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I feel like here you may be dealing with somebody that you've dealt with before, because there is a little bit of reluctance around some pain between you and another person. So you could be dealing with another water sign, but I feel like this is a counterpart for some of you. So it may be somebody that you've dealt with in the past that is returning to you, but I feel here with this Nine of Swords, you may be reluctant to move forward with them. But I feel like for whether it's an old person or whether it's a new person, you're pulling this person in because you're shining like the star you are. It's such a beautiful energy that you're bringing through. All right, let's have a look at an oracle card here. Actually, we might look at the loved ones. Let's have a look at this other deck. All right, choose love. Nice. Now I know why they directed me there. Okay. 21. You always have choice. Make yours with love. You are constantly making choices. When you choose love, negative feelings have no place in your heart. Telling and retelling a negative situation will not heal it. Surround the situation in love, choose to see your responsibility and focus on love. This card relates to your perception of your world. Do you blame your environment for what is going on in your life? This culpability could include your fate, your belief system, your life experiences, or your parents. Regardless of what has or will go on in your life, you always have a choice. It may not be easy, but choosing to love and loving is your best option. You are in control of how you feel. The silhouette of a woman's face is a backdrop to various images and memories. You can decide how you remember the events in your life. If you wish, you can reframe your thoughts to find love in all situations. So I feel like for some of you here, if this is someone returning to you with this offer, which looks like you're definitely getting an offer here, more than likely from a water sign who's still in love with you here, you can choose whether you want to move forward with this or not. But I feel like here, because you're manifesting something here, you may be manifesting a brand new opportunity. I don't feel it's somebody that from your past here for many of you. I feel like a brand new opportunity is coming in. And I feel that's why they're saying, like, ultimately you choose what you want to love and how you want to love. The beautiful card. I love that the transformation's shown in the middle of this as well with the butterfly. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thanks, Scorpio.